Right, time to end the expansion.
It will be done.
Yolder. I never spotted Yolder previously. Didn't realize he was hiding there like a... well, not mentioned. Wonder what... it didn't make any kind of a real difference though, Yolder being there. Or rather, I don't know if it made a difference, but it didn't feel like it made much of a difference, so... I still want to talk to him now.
It is good to see you again. I assume that your presence here means your Tempas has smiled upon our quest. Here, take this chain. It is the tribal insignia you found in Wulfdane's tomb. Present it to Aengar at the entrance to the camp and demand an audience. He would not dare refuse the bearer of such a token.
Why are you here, Outlander? I see. Gift me a mirror? It is a... no. I am Wolf... What indeed? He shall see... Hold forth your... What have I done? This hideous form defiles the majesty of my being.
And see...
What do you...
I shall start with you, hag. It is done. This wound is by time's hand. There is no healing it. The time of my... I have... Yet I will not allow the hopes of my people and yours.
Can we get anything from the seer? That's a cursed item. What to use it?
Death comes for us all. And I, for one.
I think we do want to aid
and now
in this fight a little bit.
I shall not fail.
Worm tribe. The problem here is that there's not a lot of spells I dare to cast. I'll just hurt my allies. Well, there are some summoned creatures I can cast, I suppose. Not everything is a demon. They don't really need to do much. What they need to do is occupy them a little bit. Buy me time to cast sheer spells. Sure, we'll end up winning this though. At the same time, I do think we need to lend our aid if we want to guarantee that. They seem to be ignoring the barbarians almost entirely. But they went without hesitation after my summoned creatures. guess this is just a basically a cleanup job. Oh, I accidentally killed a elk tribe member. Yeah, this is no good.
It will be done. I shall be swift about it. Understood.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't give a shit about these guys. Came here to talk to Baronin.
Very well.
He can take us there at any moment.
I shall not fail.
Need to go to a place where I know my attacks are not going to let my allies.
I shall be swift about it.
Love the fact that they don't give a shit about these guys. Just normal day at the office for them. Don't know which spells to cast. Being sort of, there's too many people that I don't want to have nothing to do with. Here causing trouble. Okay, the protections are sort of going though. Clearly some kind of larger fight going on down here. Yeah, these performance issues are genuinely the only thing I dislike about the enhanced edition. I don't get why. I mean, you have much more powerful... Well, I think it's the extra usability things that they've added to the game. Fundamentally, it's the old engine still. It's not like they remade it. It just can't handle all the niceties that they've added to it. It's somewhat annoying, I'd say, but not that annoying. You can deal with it. That's basically what I'm saying. And once you know it, you know not to pick massive fights on your own. What to do? This would be so much simpler if I didn't have allies in this fight. That's a sad thing to say. Right. Right, can't do any of the good spells. Just need to be careful not to harm any of the elf tribe guys.
I am needed. Ready?
Right, the moment they see me, they ignore all the others. Which is not actually a bad thing, that means I can guarantee that this is not gonna, they're not gonna just slaughter them. That said, it makes killing them very inconvenient. Injured, badly injured, badly injured, uninjured. Need to reduce their numbers. Okay, how about some reinforcements? I'm not convinced the Elf Tribe warriors actually do much, I mean damage wise. They should have killed things. They haven't really achieved anything. I think they more or less act as distractions and to create an ambiance of a larger fight. I also think they're fairly pointless because my shitty summoned creatures tend to get more done than the barbarians. That should not be the case. He did damage to me, triggered contingency. Yeah. 300,000. Should be more still left though, with the hostiles. Your
You have succeeded, my friends. The corrupt spirit has... However, I'm afraid our journey is not at an end. This spirit, this malevolent soul, I fear that until it is hunted down and I would ask you to once again take up arms against this ancient hate, so that my people... I have learned that just 2 days ago, Wolfstein ordered a score of virgins to be taken by ship to an island. The island was once a sacred... The ancient tribe died out. I believe that this... Yes, a ship stands ready to take you to the island. The warriors... I understand. Such a task is not to be taken lightly. Take what time you need to prepare yourselves. Return to me when you are ready, and I shall see you to your ship.
Yeah, just need to rest, dude. Apparently no one gives a shit about what's going on here. Some might have some kind of a... Yeah, I can use these to commission. Hard to find spells that don't endanger others, neutrals. Come on. Get his attention.
Let's go to one.
Anyone else? Please roar wild. Hear sounds of
What
battle.
would you have? I shall be swift about it.
And Bear Tribe isn't gonna do shit. At least the Elk Tribe does something.
I am needed. I shall be swift about it. Ready? I shall not fail.
Injured, uninjured. I hope they are not spotting things somewhere. I'll kill these two, then rest, and go and kill the dragon. Oh, I can disintegrate them, I suppose. Except it never works. I think our death at least took damage. Where exactly can I rest then?
Understood.
What's the point of making this tough for me?
I shall be
Basically
swift
just
about it.
delaying an inevitable thing. So I have to go somewhere else so I can rest, so I can come back here and rest again.
I shall be swift about it.
Any developments in this area?
Very well.
Sir Gravedigger.
I shall be swift about it.
Not at the graveyard or in his home.
Anytime.
Vargland. Humble scribe and scholar in the city of Lusk. There he's after the guy who's pretending to be a barkeep here. The inn owner. Okay. How did you manage to get past the barbarians camped in Bremen's Run? Lonelywood, whispering. Us, I take it you're not alone? Okay. Obviously these buffoons know nothing of Alakander. I say we burn down this pathetic excuse for a town and slaughter its inhabitants. If the traitor is here, such a display would surely draw him out. Okay. He's offering me a deal. You will tell us exactly where to find our friend, and in exchange I promise that no one in this town shall come to harm. What do you say? No. The problem is I don't really have spells, so this is gonna suck ass. Yeah, I'd sooner strike a deal with a pit fiend. Now I suggest you and your lackey leave town before I shove that one so far up your rogues you'll be coughing up fireballs for a week. Why must they always be so difficult? Oh, only 4? Oh, and me with no spells. So yeah, what, just a 6-man group? Actually, I'm not doing too bad. The thing is, I just been casting any serious spells. Right, I might have time to cast time stuff, but that'll be it. I don't have any defenses on this, this will never work.
It will be done.
More importantly, I can't really have all the defenses up because I don't have fucking defenses. I could get rid of these guys, loot these things up quite a bit. I could climb here. That would be safety enough, I suppose. Ooh, what the fuck is this? It's a building I never knew was here.
I shall be swift about it.
Okay, who are you? He's no one. Okay. At least I can cast a couple of buff spells. Problem is I don't have any physical protections. I can rely on the magic weapon immunity a little bit, but I can do it like
Let's
once
go
or
to work.
twice.
Anytime. I see.
I want the mages to be part of this. He's throwing something heavy hitting my way. At least I now see my enemies. I can't have protection from evil going on. So demon summoning is not a good idea. And then what?
What would you have?
Cleric is basically after me still.
I am needed. Anytime. Ready? It will be done. Let's go to work. I see.
Ah, she chose direct damage. Interesting. Foolish, but interesting. Right. Looks like a lot of interesting equipment, potentially. Stealth boots. The gloves might be useful. Actually, it looks like fairly standard equipment, but I get a closer look at it. What about this? This, on the other hand, could be a little bit more interesting. I think that's Wand of Paralysis, for example. Reaction Ring. Wand of Paralyzation. Very nice. And the Cleric. Ooh, interesting potions. Mostly crap though. Right.
Anytime.
Hmm. Oh, at least he acknowledges what I did. Not that I got anything from it, but that hardly matters. Barrier amulet. You can use stone skin or minor globe of invulnerability. How many uses does this thing have? Let's say staff of besieging, dispel magic once per day, lower resistance once per day. Could be useful, and items we can use, surprisingly. Right, can't identify that, so it's sort of worthless. 2 emergency stone skins or protections from spells, emergency low resistance, and disable magic. Right. I really, really, really need. Chain contingency. Whoever hits me, it's. Guess we're gonna go with force missiles. Yeah, at this stage it makes the most. Oh, that's not a force missile. Makes the more sense because I don't even know what our opposition is gonna be, so I don't want to go with full resistances magically achieved like some kind of incendiary cloud response would require.
I shall not fail.
Yeah, there's no map marker, so I didn't really consider that that's the place you can enter. Huh. Talk to the ranger quickly, see if he has anything to add. If nothing on the lycanthropy front has happened, we'll just go and kill the big
I
boss man.
see. I shall be swift about it.
Be swift only life. He was some kind of a named guy though. And he had containers in his house, so he could provide something, I suppose. Somewhat. Still no gravedigger to be seen.
I shall be swift about it.
There's something terribly wrong with the gravedigger and bothers me that can't find out what it is.
It will be done.
Not really bother me, but somewhat puzzles me. What is it? Suppose if I would talk to the people or just
I shall be
enough,
swift about
I
it.
would figure things out eventually. Someone would spill the beans.
Everything is in order. Your ship stands ready to take you to the Isle of the Great Worm. Are you prepared to depart?
Guess so.
I shall be swift about it.
Not much I can do here. I think some kind of low, short duration invisible leave would probably help us see us through here. Although I think we have 2 longer duration ones too. Right. Show me what you got, game. Rather use scrolls at this point. Mass improved invisibility. Doesn't make much of a difference which one we use. Yeah, it's just this the entire time, just enemies after enemies after enemies after enemies that don't really serve any point. They're just evenly spread out all over the place. Massive carpets. I have no interest in that. No interest whatsoever. We need to kill the guardians here. Fire is the best way. And of course he hit me immediately. How exactly is that possible? Because I'm immune to his attacks? I don't know. Apparently that happened. We do get to rest at some point, so in that sense it doesn't matter. Next, I want to say one improved invisibility. They are good spells. Shadow Door might be a better version of it. Give me Shadow Door. Pretty sure I'm going to have to boost invisibility soon anyway again. Might as well do this. Right, I'm fairly certain they're blocking the path to the next area. Not 100% sure on that. Yeah, it's not actually the amount of enemies that the simulation with the enhanced edition can handle. It's the when they start to actually do something, start to shit itself. I don't know why that is. And this is a ridiculous amount of them. Evenly spread with no real purpose. Why would I want to fight these?
I see.
Okay, there is a path forward from this. Last time I didn't figure it out until I had killed everything. Just easy to miss. I can at least save here. Yep. There's no hostiles around. This should be the room before the final fight. That's full of traps and huge amount of monsters. Every access point is trapped.
I shall be swift about.
Oh shit. I'm gonna kill everything in this room so I can rest. But that's a lot of killing. That's a lot. A lot of huge amount of killing. Metric ton of killing. Also, I'm not sure how much time do I have before shit hits the fan. This is always classic though. I think he's affected. Not a good way to have this fight. I should have gotten a lot more people involved first. I think we could use more fire damage. Not sure where though. I think I need to protect my own ass a little bit. If I lose protection from evil, I'm fucked. But fucked. Bitfiend isn't really threatened by anything the enemy does, but I might be able to throw some aid to him. And I'm not unconscious.
What would you have of me?
Bitfiend will go down. And we'll probably do that fairly quickly.
I see.
I see. I'm going to see things too. I'm gonna drain you out of water, you water creatures. Which should be fairly lethal with it. I'm in the shit cloud and I can't do anything about it.
I am needed.
Lost the spells, so I can't really cast anything useful anymore.
Very well.
What exactly can I do? Looking at things, not that much. Gonna lose the Pit Fiend soon though. there's another pit fiend.
Ready?
I think we'll be fine. We've killed enough that we can rest here almost any time. And the pit fiend goes looking for additional victims. Good. Very good. Water King element. What that actually is, I have no idea. You die though. Did they kill the fiend already? I suppose so. Not sure how that's possible though. Still, I suppose it doesn't matter. We're mostly okay. Ooh, I lost protection from evil. There's still at least a prince and his guards. Probably a lot of others. No idea what that effect is supposed to do. Do we have enough time to cast what needs to be cast? Right, first things first. Could use a demon here. There, wherever. Well, sunfires maybe. The demon won't be harmed if it gets accidentally hit. I could just walk away. That's fine with you. No, actually I can't. It's badly injured already. Hmm. What the hell do we want to do? There isn't all that much I can do. Still, their numbers are starting to decline. Injured. Maybe another demon. There's still at least a couple of water elemental kins and the prince himself there, so they have a decent amount of king power. On the other hand, that's honestly not that impressive. The Pit can at least act as a decoy while I bombard them with other spells. Yeah, it's the kins, water elemental kins that are the problem. I think we need to decide on this to be our basically defensive stance, but I don't think we have the magic to cleanse this area fully. We'll have to compromise a little bit. Ooh, I need to get the fuck out of that dispel effect. Right, the water elemental kins mostly is in here. I'm poisoned. And no, I'm not.
Understood.
Need to destroy that. To kill you. Not sure what would be the best way.
Vita Mortis Care.
Mew. I don't think they're particularly tough. I think they're hard to harm. A couple of those spamming you with some kind of range attack might also kill you very quickly if you don't have some kind of distraction defense. You destroyed the preservation ward on the young dragon god, allowing it to die. Whatever that is. Spell strike. Wish. Time stop. Good stuff. What the hell is this? It's a club of... I have no idea. Halberd looks interesting. Again, not gonna really probably find out what it is. At least for a while. Knife of somethingness. Throwing knife. Magical throwing knife, very likely. Another cool, no, Morningstar. Right, I don't recognize any of these weapons. That's a good thing. Another club. Weird ass looking club. Yeah, because I avoided all these fighting. Alright, that's why I don't recognize anything. I just weaseled my way through the door. No point weaseling through the door though. We absolutely must have a resistance period somewhere. Otherwise we can't do anything. Either find an inn or rest outside, so fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Do I have to actually go outside to it? Huge success. Probably going to at least try to disable my defenses, but I can protect myself against that. It has been shown that I can do that successfully. Do I have chain contingency? No. I'm gonna fix that. Nearest enemy once we see it, maybe? I mean, it's going to be the dragon. I don't think there's anything there besides the dragon. I could be wrong though. The likeliest attack that's coming our way first is the dragon breath. Let's go with the sea enemy this time. So what do we want to pelt them with initially? It could be a spirit creature, so I'm not sure if it actually has a body, a real body. I sort of want to go with the incendiary class this time. Because I can make myself immune to cold and fire. And if I have the incendiary cloud fire, very intense burning there, we're talking about 100 plus, 120 and 150 points of damage every round on any enemy that basically comes to attack me. It's a fairly good defensive mechanism right there. I'm not sure if it will end up working like that though, so it could go horribly, horribly wrong, as it often does. I don't think we necessarily need to rest again though. I mean, I lost a couple of spells, sure, but
What would you have of me?
are they really so important? I'm not so sure they are.
I see.
What's important is the spell protections.
Tend
Cold immune.
tendencies.
I need fire protection too. And seal the protection a little bit. I think there are other ways that besides abjuration to go through spells, spell defenses, things like that. So I could put more immunities in place, but I don't think so. Computer hasn't been all that clever with trying to dismantle my defenses, and I actually prefer it that way. Final fight. Well, first final fight. So we're gonna incendiary cloud his ass
So,
automatically.
you dared. Spoken like a true hero. Shall we put those words to the test?
Very well.
Not really. It did around 100 points of damage, and even though he had much more than that, 150 points of damage, even though he resisted. So this isn't gonna last long. I just need to last a few rounds, and that will be the end of this particular fight. Question is, what do I want to do? The Dalsims might take us here. I don't need to hit the dragon with it, though nothing says I shouldn't. I want to see the fire damage hitting them. There we go. Oh god, that... the important part is that I killed the healer they probably have there. I'm saving my triggers because I do have to kill the soul stones to after this. It's dead. Right, not much of a fight. That's sort of the point, I guess. With a mage, you can always force it into a situation where you can cause your overwhelming damage to cause it to be not much of a fight. So with a weaker attack class, you have to, instead of a couple of rounds of fighting, you'll have to like play 20, 30, 40. It's a different ball game at that point. Let's see if the triggers can do anything to it.
I am needed.
Let me try something else. I'm gonna spell strike that, see if it has any spell defenses. I'd like to very much do. I don't think it has anything. Spell ineffective, yeah. That's more or less what I've feared. I don't know if it can be affected by spells at all, which sort of puts this guy in a bad position. It's sort of supposed to be elevated, so I think you're supposed to use range attacks on physical attacks. I'm not sure if that's true really either. I'm hoping the demon is so close that it'll automatically start to beat the shit out of it.
Anytime.
I'm gonna take acid damage for a long time. I can't really counter that in any way, I think. I can heal the damage too. What exactly, if you don't have a ranged weapon you can use at this point? What exactly are you supposed to do? We do have these, I suppose. Not sure if they're technically considered magical attacks. Okay, the Pit Fiend can harm it, so it's basically a done deal at this point. That's all we really needed to know. it's going down. Not sure what else would possibly do to it. We could switch to... Yeah, I think we can switch to range damage. We'll lose a lot of spells, but there doesn't appear to be any real threat
The
to
battle
us
is
at the
joined.
moment. And it can't cast because we're doing regular damage to it. So this is truly the end for it.
I shall be swift about it.
Right, not much of a fight for a wizard. $500,000 and 50,000 bones. Character has been explored. Wonder who makes dragon scale armor. Right, world map updated, which means exactly what? Oh, these buttons are for moving the map? Okay, that's interesting. Pathetic, I mean.
I shall be swift about it. Understood.
Well, let's see if anyone can do anything with the dragon scales themselves. Also preparing. The next fight will be two-part. I don't think you... no, the first time I played through the end, I couldn't rest between the fights, and they were somewhat serious boss fight, followed by some trash, followed by another sort of boss fight, followed by another boss fight. So no rest in between. I hope I just missed the guy who allows you to rest. And I have no idea how I might have missed that, but I still can't rely on that fact, so I sort of have to rely on the fact that I can't rest. So I have to be somewhat conservative with my spellcasting.
Understood.
Armor from the dragon scales.
Dragon, never thought I'd see something like this. I don't have much experience with exotic materials such as these, but I should be able to make some armor from them. I'll take it slow, let's say 3 days to finish, and make sure it's right, as dragon scales don't grow on trees.
5,000? Yeah, sure, let's do it. 3 days. Well, probably not a... More or less will take that amount of time anyway for me to manage things. So I need you to identify things for me. Nothing all that curious really. Or rather, not useful, but I'm somewhat interested in what the hell all this shit is.
I shall be swift about it.
Scepter of Tyranny. Charisma, immunity to fear effects. Dominate, fear. Plus 4 club. Ooh. Pestilence of Dawn. Target disease. 1 damage every 2 seconds. Immunity to disease. I don't think diseases will end on their own usually. At least in Icewind Dale. So basically once you get someone disease, you just wait it out at that point. I mean, that's pathetic as shit, but it would be basically a tactic for almost any character class to see certain things through. Lover returns to the wielder's hand when thrown. +4 throwing dagger. Not a bad one. I think the only throwing dagger that's has infinite uses practically. Like neutral arch. Icon of power. Symbol pain 3 times per day. +3 halberd. Spellcasting halberd. Debian's Rod of Smiting. Against golems it does an extra 1d8 +3 points of crushing damage with a 5% chance to destroy them. Against outer planar creatures there's a 5% chance it will do an extra 8d3 points of crushing damage on a successful hit. So it's just a club that destroys golems and demolishes extraplanar creatures. I feel that the game might have a bit too many of those items that have those special abilities. At the same time, it does provide a more interesting equipment setup options for you. I'm not sure if I would complain about it too much. It more or less you have to. I suppose it's more important that it sort of
Anytime.
fits well with the game world you're doing. I mean, are magic weapons +4 supposed to be candy or not in the game world that you intend?
It will be done.
I generally don't like when. Well, I wouldn't say I won't like game worlds that are built like that. I think it sort of diminishes a lot of the spell casting classes and a lot of spells because they don't make any sense if everyone has powerful magical weapons and a lot of special abilities they can rely on items. Outside of that, it's not that important. Now I'll take invisibilities. I don't want to do any unnecessary fighting. My biggest problem probably is that we're going to have to fight in a village, so I might not be able to use my conservative spell tactics. Let's put it that way.
Anytime.
A pit being in the middle of a town isn't gonna be all that healthy for the citizens of that town. Yeah, 9 level of spell of some sort that would be offensive focus would have been great. Because there's currently no real use for me to use all of my, even the 6 9th level spells in most fights. Like a pit fiend or 2 maybe and a time stop, and the Wail of the Banshee just isn't that good. In reality, they make their saving throws too well for it to be of real use.
Very well.
In 3rd edition, it's a little bit different because you can actually affect by active choice how good of a how hard it is to save against your spells. So you can specialize in that. Specifically, make it extremely hard to resist that. So that's a bit different. There it works, but I suppose the same trouble is there. If you don't specialize, there would be probably better casting someone else. Heal once per day. Covers pretty much everything. Right, not seeing anything interesting. I actually doubt Auric has anything interesting either, but I don't really see a reason why I shouldn't take a look. I need to rest 3 days after all anyway. I can't use the dragon armor, I know, but I'd like to see what
Anytime.
comes out of it. Because the only use of that placid armor is pretty much this game. So and you can't enter the area until you are a fairly high level. So again, the only real use you could have is for this. I want to see what it actually offers. Right, now we wait.
Understood.
Well, guess I'll just go there and sleep for 3 days. I need to set up the sequencers and things like that anyway, so the rest isn't gonna be totally wasted.
Very well.
Triggers first. They're the more important ones. Ah, didn't have a
Let's go to
chance
work.
to do that. I don't even remember what's in that trigger. Probably the same that's in every trigger at these stages. We might get through the initial fight with a contingency. It wouldn't be a bad thing. Because if I put in a contingency that sees us through those fights, it's not gonna trigger in the last fight anyway, so we might as well use it. This basically the moment we see an enemy, we're gonna just throw a lot of fire on top of it. No, no, I remember the fight. It's there's a group of animals, and the actual enemy will retreat and summon more and more and more. So no. We could use the trigger to still kill the animals. They'll be transformed into monsters, so we'll have to go through them anyway. It's not like I can ignore them. Also, we could go with the horrid wilting. My biggest worry about this is that I'll just kill myself, but I can always change. I probably have a chance to rest before I go to the first final fight. So this is something that's not too big of a problem. I would be more interested in trying it because it'll start with probably with even the summoner being there. So it would be in the area of effect, and the moment I get enough damage on it, the fight will end. So the faster I can get to bursting that damage on him, the better. Do we have a normal contingency? Yeah. And I think we have both the triggers that have Mordecai's force missiles.
I shall be swift about it.
That's the first day, second day, and third.
shall not fail.
I would think I probably have to re-establish the chain contingency. It's a long way to actually reaching where we need to go, but we'll likely encounter enemies on the way
I
there.
shall be swift about it.
It's low strength requirement, cold resistance 50%, and it's a full plate +2 as far as armor class is concerned, I think. It's of no use to me though. Fairly cheap too. Get your own money back. It should be vastly more costly.
I see.
Right, so the last fights remain. I don't see us having all that much more problem than with the White Dragon, because the White Dragon is supposed to be, in my opinion, the harder fight. Though I don't know. I honestly recall how it went in the original game.
Anytime. Very well.
I know it's a demon, and it might have been a little bit troublesome, but we faced it with a lower level group, so that probably was a contributing factor. Also, 6-man group is hard to keep alive. Someone always fucks things up. I think it was a fairly straightforward guy. I mean, his fighter that comes after you has, I think, a poison weapon, something like that, and just beats the shit out of you. So, dangerous to certain opponents. I don't think they're dangerous to me, because unless it's incredibly fast, I can just keep evading it. I can throw pitch fiends at it, and I can throw a huge amount of spell power at it. So I'm not worried about that. You might have sidekicks. Those might be more
Understood.
troublesome. Right, so the moment we go up that stand, there's no going back. We want to rest. We do. And be a little bit stingy on the certain spell casting abilities. Save a single cast, basically. Do I care enough? It's an 8th level spell though. It's one of the most useful spell levels we have, so I think I care enough. And since I can't guarantee rest between more or less 2 boss fights, or let's say mini boss, and a boss fight, it's a lot of spell casting I might have to be forced to do. Yeah, we can't afford this. It'll just trigger the sequencer.
I see. I
Right,
shall
I'll
not
leave
fail.
things here. The 3 fights, even if they go okay, they might take some time to do. There's a good chance now. Not everything is gonna go our way.